Giggle pounder. Giggles. Giggles. Whoa. Wow, that was fun. Testing a new Porsche Taycan here, or Taycan. Rum. Whoa. And we have an annoying friend that's going to get unfriended. Mr. Giggle Pounder here. Joins the party, leaves the party. Joins the party, leaves the party. Oh, airborne. And off the track. Whoa. A little too fast for that one. Hello. Not much, man. Just testing out the Porsche Taycan. Just testing out the Porsche Taycan on Gran Turismo. All that broadcast. Yeah, just trying out the new car that got out. NBA. I don't have that. Yeah, I don't have that game, so. Ooh, fuck. Traction. It's going okay. Keeping busy. Come on, adjust. 3, thank you. Been keeping busy. Finally got to play some hockey today, so I was kind of happy about that. No. Had a good weekend, can't complain. Oh, but apparently I suck at driving this car. But yeah, just been keeping busy with things here and there. Had an adventure, I guess it would be last weekend. So for those of you that don't know, those scent diffusers are not exactly good for pets. I was babysitting a French bulldog, and the girlfriend turned on the scent diffuser on a lavender scent by Sage or whatever. Little to our knowledge, did we know that it's not very good for animals with breathing problems, small animals, etc. So a French bulldog is notorious for bad breathing. So yeah, just about killed the dog I was babysitting. Got acute pneumonia and a few other things. Yeah, so that was a close one. Ended up costing us like 2,600. So if you have a dog and you have a scent diffuser, I suggest you get rid of one. Don't keep both, let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if she smells bad, well, at least that won't get your dog killed. It'll just get him high as fuck. Maybe you ought to stop feeding her ice cream and she won't fart so much. Eggs, ooh, so bad. You playing with the fart switch or just playing with fucking onions and eggs? Here, baby, have an egg for breakfast. Have some bacon, have some garlic. Shit. Off the track. It's okay, I'm lactose intolerant. My girl was feeding me ice cream this morning. Well, yeah, 200 some odd kilometers. 130. Yeah, but can you carry on conversations with yourself and the voices in your head and the people around you at once? Guys, really, this is being broadcast. I will inform you again. Please try not to get my account banned. Why are you spread eagle? What's wrong with you? That's, do I have to put a PG-14 rating on this? Yeah, man, I've been like MIA quite a bit here. Lots of yeah, man, neither have I. Well, D's had a little bout over the last little bit. He got pretty sick. I went and visited him in the hospital, actually. He had a rough... Yeah, well, oh, wow. Yeah. I haven't heard from Joe for probably a month. Battlefield by chance? Yeah, it's the only game they play. Jeez. Well, I play Gran Turismo so religiously I started Goalie's Racing Channel, which you are currently being broadcast on. But it's not for everyone. Fair enough. I just love driving. I love the challenge of it. Knowing your points, systems, how to race against others, learning a track, learning the car, where it's best to accelerate, brake, all that stuff. Yeah, I like the challenge of online because, like, each player is different. They may not. Yep. Yep. This is the look of concentration, people. I'm trying not to die in a new car. Still trying to kind of understand this car's handling dynamics. At traction control 3, it doesn't really want to break away as much. And it's more controllable. Traction control 2, I found, just got away too much on the corners no matter how much I tried to control it. I was looking at the stats of this car. On full boost mode, this car has over 1,000 horsepower. This is electric. Can you imagine 1,000 horsepower fucking on all the time? It's pretty sketchy. But under normal circumstances, I think it's about 7. Too light. Come on. 700 horsepower. But any car with like 700 horsepower is fucking immense. So you can understand why I keep traction control at 3 to control it, because I'm only running a G29 steering wheel pedals, so it's not really progressive feel. It's more like muscle memory on where your car brakes and all that stuff, right? If you watched somewhere on my channel, I'm sure I've linked it, is some channel output guy that did like, hey, does a better racing sim setup make me faster? Basically, he was faster because he had a better racing sim to calibrate with. I've used the official Gran Turismo wheel, and I found I was about a second faster just because it's a direct drive versus belt drive, which the G29 is, and the pedals were actually progressive feedback. So, in general, I will say a better system does make you a better driver, as it makes it easier to learn the limits quicker and get up to speed and not have the car get away from you as much. It also makes your corrections when your car slides and that much easier. So I just did 2 laps and I got a sub 7. Like over brake on that corner because the game always lags at that point. I don't know what it is about the game right there, but every time I cross the line I get a bit of lag right at that spot, and I try and compensate for it. I think it's because the replay for best lap takes so long to load on that one. I'm not sure. I kind of wonder if Gran Turismo is going to address that one. But like, this car is fully capable, you just have to figure it out. It's not a bad car. You get knocked down a chunk of time pretty quick in certain spots. So usually for this course I'll do about 5 laps. Brake hard. Right. Nope, off the track. Counter. And there's no hope of correction. So for each car I'll do about 5 laps on this course. I don't know why with the update it reset all my lap times for this course, for all my cars. Still don't quite understand some of the things the updates do. Did you change the layout? No. So why'd you change my course lap times for this track? Still trying to figure that one out, Gran Turismo. Track layout didn't change, cars didn't change, but you erased all my lap times. Thanks. Oop, a little bit of twitch. Brake hard, brake harder. Get on the gas a little better there. Getting a little better at this course, still down quite a bit because of my spin. Electric cars are a little harder to drive. There's no gear sound, so it's a lot by input or feel. And the gain, like I said, I don't have any force feedback brake pedal or anything, so it's more by memory of like what my car is doing, or by how loud my tires are squealing at a given point in the corner, or how far my car shifts as I'm dragging the brakes into the corner. So a lot of my racing becomes visual, whereas like if you race a real car, I would say like 50% is visual, the other 50% of what your car is doing is your fucking backside. As Niki Lauda said in the fucking movie they did, I was gifted with a backside from God because he could feel what the car was doing. Given I've driven cars fast, I will agree with him. Feeling what your car does is like 50% of it. So those guys that have won GT Sport before and can drive these cars just off what they feel through their hands or their feet, depending on what setup they have, is fucking impressive. Like, I have a hard time getting within 4 or 5 seconds of the best lap times as I drive. See, I'm fucking counter steering, but like, you can't feel how much the car is loaded, so it's very hard to get the right counter steer feel. And literally, my car has counter steer locked one way, I correct, and it's not until my car actually snaps do I get any feedback or feel of the other direction with this belt drive. Whereas like with a direct drive, you'd probably have feel as to whether your steering's loaded or not at that point, so you can tell whether you have correct steering angle for that corner or for that counter steer. Yeah, so for all those guys that can drive a car so quick based on a simulator, that's impressive. I'd love to have a better racing setup, but you know, just can't afford it. When Gran Turismo Sport first came out, I had, what was it, I think PlayStation 2? And pretty much everyone just had a control pad. I got within the top 10,000 in the world, and I thought that was impressive. Just to give you an idea how much your setup matters, when this Gran Turismo Sport came out, I routinely averaged in the online competitions, the ranked ones across Canada, US, North America, whatever, everything that's there, not the daily races, but more the Manufacturers Cup, the Nations Cup and that. I was ranking about 4,000, 5,000 in Canada, and about 8,000 to 10,000 in North America, which I thought was decent using a controller. I went to a cheap wheel setup. I'm using a G29, a little much, and I got on average about 12 to 1,500 in Canada at the start, and then in the top like 3,000 in North America. Now that I've been driving with this setup a little bit, I'm routinely in the top 200 or 300 in Canada, and the top 12 to 1,500 in North America. And that's just having an okay setup. Understanding my car a bit, being a little smart with how I drive. But honestly, I would love to have like a setup like one of the guys that I follow on YouTube, his name is Super GT, and he's got like Ram the Shadow Zone and all that. Super GT makes great video content. If you want, go watch him. He has beautiful talks about how to race, but he doesn't really get to the technical side so much. But there's a guy that's quite popular and a very good racer. He's probably a SS or an AS, I don't know. But he's in the top and like gets invited to these things, whereas I don't, because I do stuff like that, talk while driving at 260 kilometers an hour. But anyways, if you want some interesting stuff, go watch his channel or many others. Oh, no brakes. 13 seconds, 15 seconds over. But yeah, he's a pretty good driver, talks a lot, very, very good, put together. This time we braked early enough while the lag went on. Very put together broadcast and everything. I like it, I enjoy it. Super GT, if you ever see this video, I'm quite the fan. I watch you quite often. But that being said, it must be nice to have the setup you do. I can't afford to spend that type of money. I may have a butt from God, as Nicky Lauda would say, but until I get in a real car, you just can't see that. Believe me, I've got the freaking reflexes to do it. That's for sure. Play hockey to a high level, so that's fun. But you know, trying to drive a game like this, I'm suffering sometimes. But we're getting better. We're still sub 8 seconds even though we had a crash last lap. Still pretty hard to hear when you can barely hear your tires or anything squealing. But hey, still ripping decently. Better braking points there. This is a fun car, well balanced. Haven't adjusted anything from stock. I don't think, except for the tires, I'm running racing softs to give me a chance to boosh. Yeah! Full clip, full reverse, full lock, and it still won't correct because I'm belt driven. The response time just is not there. Two seconds though, that's minor. With one of these setups, I can clip that off pretty quick. Just takes one or two good corners, because this is a long ass track. Look at that, like 3 good corners. Brake well before my braking point. 4 corners and I've made up my 2 seconds. What does that tell you about a setup, huh? But yeah, that's racing sims for you. So I found a racing sim group locally here. I'm gonna try and get in on it a bit. See what I can do. See if I'm any good. I want to go check out their office and space, so try and do that in the next couple days. See whether I can get in there or not. Pretty much racing comes down to having the right foot of a god. How smoothly you can apply that pressure evenly and get out of the hole. So I was down 2 seconds, I'm now up 2 seconds. What does that tell you? So there's like over 4 seconds in this lap that I can shave. Is what it tells me. Actually, maybe even up to 6 seconds on this car. I was up 2 seconds, I lost, went down 2. Now I'm back up to almost 2, so 2, 4. Yeah, I'd say there's like a good 6 seconds in this lap. Come on, car. That time we saved the freaking correction. So yeah, I imagine somebody might be able to shave up to 6, maybe. Considering I'm usually about 4 seconds off some of these top times. Just no brakes. So let's say 10 seconds you could drop off my best time. So if I can score a 7:29 on this course, I imagine someone with a good racing setup should be able to hit a 7:20 or less. Yeah. Oh wow, I'm not even at one clean lap. I still haven't got a clean lap. Okay, you should get well below 7:20 then. So the challenge is to you viewers. We are on Norrisfield, whatever. There, not tourist layout, nothing, just regular layout, not the 24-hour. Again, overestimated because I get no feedback. So I screwed up on 2 spots. I would say there is 10 to 15 seconds in this car. A Taycan Porsche, stock, completely stock, except for racing soft tires. I scored a 7:29. I may or may not, depending on my next couple corners, score a 7:29 and a half. But I believe there's at least a good 10. Whoa. And this car does not take to braking ever at high speeds. Okay, so I would say there's 10 seconds left in this car at least, if not more. So let's see what we can ring out on the 4th lap. We'll do 5 laps in total. This time there's no lag. How nice. Because that was not a fastest lap, so I didn't have to record it. I'm going to be quiet while I concentrate. Get no feedback. Like, fuck, nothing. Can't even tell my tires aren't gripping. If I turn my force feedback up, I get a delay in my ability to correct. basically have to anticipate, not feel when the car is going out. Get on the freaking correction before the car actually tells me it's gonna need it. It's not really riding the edge, it's knowing the edge and anticipating before. Hence why a better freaking racing gear would be nice. Okay, this corner I know I can't take it max because the car won't tell me. Pull that off, get back on. Whoop, 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 whoop. There's zero feedback in that. I'm going by sound. My force feedback sensitivity is maxed. But the force is numbed down to make it so I can correct. What did I say, 10 to 15 seconds, and I shaved about 10, because I figured there was 10 seconds in a clean lap, plus about 5 seconds in a good setup. There's your answer. Ten seconds should be 7:19-ish if everything goes well. Last lap will do in this car. $720, $122, that means $719 is achievable in this car. So that means most of you with a good racing setup should achieve 715, 714 on racing softs and the stock setup. Pushing a bit and losing time. Oh yeah. Oh, there's no grip in that corner. Just not enough grip in the tires. There is no clue that I'm sliding in my steering. Just guessing that the car slides. The fact that I hear stuff. Oh, that's some major seesaw and no braking. Didn't manage to hold it straight. So at some point I was up 4 seconds, so yeah, 4 or 5 seconds is achievable most of my time. After this, I'm going to some daily races, let me tell you. Can't spin this wheel fast enough. In a real car, you might be able to. In this one, not a chance. There's zero clue that I'm sliding at this point. I have my fucking options. I swear I have my force feedback set to the max. Controller sensitivity is maxed. Let's try one more torque. Probably start getting lag because of the torque. So yours, your challenge, if you choose to accept it, is to try and post a sub 7:119 lap time in the Taycan Porsche electric with all stock settings with racing soft tires on Nürburgring. If you can, please leave a comment below in the description with a link to your video, and we'll critique it, check it out, and give you a broadcast of it. Sound good? Sounds great idea to me. I'd love to see what you as a viewer have as a setup and how you feel the cars or setups respond to your racing. 720, 122. Pretty bad. Oh, they changed courses. GR3, GR2. Let's try GR3. 911, 911. 911 it is. Where's the 911? My paint job. Rum. Life is complicated. That I have to say. That I must admit. Alright. Don't really remember the track, anything. Good luck. How many laps even? Didn't even look. We are totally going blind. Four laps, so it's a sprint. Let's hope we have appropriate tires. Because we never really checked. I don't even know the course so much. What's happening? That's a terrible course start. Which course is this? It's in reverse. Why is my car shifting on its own? And he just booted me. Why is my car in automatic? I never ever switch my car to automatic. When did my car go to automatic, Gran Turismo? I think you have some problems with your update. Why does it drove an electric last? It switches my car to automatic. Okay, well, let's try and learn the course. Because it's in reverse. Kind of curious why my car is automatic. I don't know where this track is going, buddy, and my car is really hard to handle. Okay, he's got inside line because he knows what the fuck he's racing. I have no idea. Options. Can't adjust. car's automatic. I missed it, Larry. I'm in 12th, I'm in last place, and I started like 16th in last place. A lot of people rage quit. The corner goes this way. It's a different course than what I was thinking. Again, I got a track penalty for what? I don't think I got the track that time. Come on, car, let's go. Why am I automatic? I'm still trying to figure that one wipe out. Yep, no worries, bud. Enjoy. Alright. Hope all's well in the end, bud. Alright. Alright, why is my car automatic? Still trying to figure that one out. Not like it made a difference, I didn't know the course. Don't know about people today. Okay, options. Not the button to press. Settings. That's okay. Why is my car automatic? Still trying to figure that one out. Let's try this again. It is 10:44. Do you care where your parents are? Sit, boo-boo, sit. If you recognize that, you are X number of years old. Okay. Standard. Please. Okay, we're going to switch to standards. Why is this automatic? I have no idea. Okay, start a new broadcast for daily races.